Hold on, y'all. We having technical difficulties. We getting this shit going. This Melly way. Okay, hold on. Can I hear you? Hold on. No, not yet. Okay, I'm in here. Okay. We running a little bit late, but it's okay. We not on nobody's time. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it over here on MELLY 101. Okay, let me turn this down. We getting it going, boo. Jailida, the spiritual plug. That's who we got on tonight. Okay, why does it keep doing that? Cancel. Okay, is we set in motion? I think this is how it's gonna be. All right, y'all. This is MELLY 101. This is season 2. I did go ahead and decide to bring this show back after some time. Jaileidaspiritualplug. The spiritual plug. Yes, absolutely. So that is the guest that I do have, Jay Lee. Okay. Hold on. All right. So I do want to welcome everybody back over to MELLY 101. Like I did state, this is season 2. Season 1, was off to a great start, but I did have to pump the brakes on season 1 just because life happens, and I'm a real ass nigga. Everybody knows life happens to everybody, so I did have to pump the brakes. So I do want to welcome everybody back to MELLY 101, and tonight we're going to be talking spiritual. Okay, so what does it mean to be spiritual? What are spiritual gifts? Can anyone be spiritual, or do you have to be chosen? Okay, so I do want everybody to go ahead and get in the comments and let me know what you guys think about that. That is the question for tonight's conversation. Can anyone be spiritual, or do you have to be chosen in order to be that spiritual person? And what I mean by that is to help other people guide them towards their own spirituality. Do you have to be chosen to do that? Or is that something that you feel like anybody can do? Okay. So over here on MELLY 101, we do not sugarcoat anything. We do not fake it. And we definitely do not stay silent. Okay. This is a space where we talk about the stuff, the shit, excuse the French, that people whisper about. That's what this show is all about, okay? Such as friends, family, loyalty, boundaries, growth, as well as physical, spiritual, holding each other accountable on our goals and things of that nature, okay? Religious matters, etc. So if you came over here for comfort, you might want to get uncomfortable because you're not going to be comfortable in this type of situation. You know what I'm saying? We're not here, like I said, to sugarcoat anything with anybody. We're here to keep it real. This is our stories, and we're here sharing it with the world. Another reason for this show is the rise, the come up. So this is going to be a lot of people's first interview that they ever have experienced ever in life. And it's not going to be their last. This is the jump off to their career. This is to let their followers know exactly who they are, and for their followers to get to know them on a different level rather than what they see them on social media. Because sometimes when you see people on social media, you only see one side of them on social media, and you really don't know who the creator is, the content creator. So this is for you guys to get kind of like a behind the scenes, a real idea of who the guest is, okay? So if you came here for truth and honesty and to be held accountable, you're definitely in the right place. Because on this show, we're going to be asking you real questions like, are you healing or are you just attracted? Okay? And what I mean by attracted, are you distracted? Are you just distracted in what you're going through, or are you actually healing? So we're gonna get down to the real nitty gritty of all these questions that I do have, okay? So like I said, go ahead and get into the comments. And this isn't just a podcast, this is a conversation, okay? Again, this is Melly 101. So on tonight's episode, we do have a special guest that I am going to go ahead and bring up in a second, which is Jay Lee, the spiritual plug. And we'll be able to talk about how we met and things of that nature, okay? So let me go ahead and see if she's ready to go ahead and get her tapped up in here. Let me see. Hey, what up?
Hey, can you hear
How
me?
you doing?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I didn't know if you
Oh,
could hear me.
yeah, I can hear you. You look good too. Okay, I see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you ready to get this jumped off on Melly 101?
Yes, you had a lot of
Okay.
new questions to start off. I like it.
Oh,
No
you,
sugarcoating anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it's up to a little rocky start. I was running a little bit late, but hey, I'm here, you here, so that's all that matters.
As long as we show up.
Yes, as long as we show up. And thank you for showing up too. It means a lot. I
Thank
got
you
my
for
little
inviting me.
glass. You could drink, smoke, do whatever you got to do on this show. It's no stipulations, no nothing. If you need to take a little break, go ahead and do it. You was up to
No,
that.
we're good.
Okay. All right. So if you ever see me looking down, I'm just looking at my little notepad, okay? Because I got notes here for this show.
Of
So
course.
that's if you see me looking down. But okay, let's get right into the theme. Okay, so go ahead and introduce your name and go ahead and tell me where are you from.
Okay. So, well, I'm known on TikTok and Instagram as Jay the Spiritual Plug or Jay Lee Reeves. My first name is Jamie Lee, so I shortened that to Jay Lee. Jay Lee the Spiritual Plug. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, East Flatbush. You
Okay,
already know where it
okay.
is.
The East Coast
Um,
is in the building.
I'm a Brooklynite originally, but I was also raised in Brooklyn, but I was in between Long Island and Massachusetts, and now I live in Massachusetts.
Okay. And how are you liking Massachusetts so far?
I mean, older me is okay with Massachusetts because I have a child. It's a little bit slower here, so I like
Okay.
it. But of course, when I want to get lit, I be like, damn, I wish I was in New York.
And how far is Massachusetts to New York for the people that
About
don't
like
know?
4.5, 5 hours.
In a car? Okay. Mm. Okay.
If you're
So
flying there, it's about like an hour, 2 hours.
okay. So like from here, like from Arizona to LA, it's like an hour, hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. So if you want to go have some good fun party time, you gotta go back home, basically.
Yeah, but I haven't really been partying. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I've been on my journey, I really don't party. I'm very, um, I'm very isolated. Like in isolation, I'm very hermit mode compared to who I was when I was a teen. Like early 20s, I was out there. I was everywhere. You can't stop me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing that you said you're in isolation because I do want to have some questions about that too. Because I feel like I've been in isolation for years and like I'm ready to come out of isolation at this point, but I feel like I'm still in isolation in certain places in my life. So I definitely have some questions about that and like how do people end up in isolation? What is isolation? But we'll go ahead and get to that, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let me see here. Okay, so you go by the spiritual plug. So how did you come up, Jay Lee, the spiritual plug? So how did you come up with that name exactly?
No funny shit. I did not come up with it. I swear to God, God told me. God told me.
Oh,
He literally told me because I was like, it all took place within like a month span, and my ex, he got arrested, and we were both supposed to be on a journey together, and I kind of went into like a depression, and I was like, what am I
oh,
supposed to be doing? And
right.
I was led down spirituality using the tarot cards, and then I met a few spiritual people who were more like seasoned than me, they were like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And I got on, then I just started asking myself questions like, okay, I'm supposed to make a TikTok or Instagram. What's my name? At first, I had JD Reads, but I didn't really like that. And to be honest, I didn't go viral off of that page. And then
Okay.
in meditation, dead ass, it was JD the spiritual plug. Because I was the plug. Like
Okay.
for real, aside
Oh
from
shit. Okay.
spirituality, like I was the plug. So it was like,
Yeah.
that's Jay Lee, the spiritual plug. Like we about to
Hmm.
switch this shit up.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah, because I remember kind of how we met. Like, I used to see you pop up on my For You page, like all the time, like with your readings and all that. And I was like, damn, this girl seemed like she's cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and your stuff did resonate with me at the stuff I was going through, like in my life at that time. You know what I'm saying? So then I think one time you had like slid up on my post or something like that. And I was like, wait, I be seeing her on my For You page. What the fuck? And then I was like, okay. And then we just started talking and then, it jumped off from there.
Yeah,
And I was
I'm a
like,
regular person. I don't let my identity, because I don't feel like spirituality is necessarily an identity. Like it's a
yeah,
lifestyle. It's like who I am. Like, how do I say this? I don't feel like, how some people, you're a rapper, so I do rapper shit. Like I don't like to be, oh, I'm spiritual, so I can't do this, I can't do that. Like we all normal. So I
you
don't
don't
mind.
like to
I
be put
do
in a
pop up in
box.
the comments. Yeah, I don't box myself in.
Okay, I like
I'm a
that.
normal
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, you're a person first. Absolutely. I like
Literally.
that about you too.
I
Okay.
go through it, and I tell all of my people that, my followers, anybody who support me, like I go through it just like you, and I probably go through it way worse. Like I swear to God, like so I could never act like I'm better just because I'm spiritual.
Hmm.
Like yes, it's an honor to be seen in that light, but I don't act like I'm better than nobody because I'm not.
Okay, and then when you say you go through it worse, worse, is it because you feel like you actually do have that spiritual ranking? So like you think like you get targeted more because of that, or why would you say that exactly?
Without sounding cocky or condescending, yes,
No, 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 no.
I feel like yes, there's a certain level of ranking or spirituality, whether you're spiritual or whatever it is that you're doing in life. Like there's a certain level that you get to, like new levels, new devils type shit. Like it
Yeah.
brings that energy.
Hmm. I definitely agree to that. Hell yeah.
So
And
yeah,
especially once you waking up to your powers and your abilities, that's when it comes gets you the most. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And I feel like I
Yeah.
have most of my battles with that, because at the same time as you have like outside opinions and the naysayers talking, like at some
Mm.
point you absorb a lot of that energy and you start to kind of so it takes strength to be like, no, this is not me, I gotta overcome, I know what I'm doing, I gotta overcome. Like that takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. You're absolutely 110 correct on that. So you kind of already touched it a little bit, but how did you get introduced into the spiritual community?
um well, in 2015 I was paralyzed. I have multiple sclerosis,
Oh
and
wow.
I was paralyzed. I was in the hospital for about like 6 months, and then that's when my isolation started. Like I'm by myself. I have all these questions in my head. I don't know who to go to about it. And this was before we had like TikTok and stuff like that. But you
Right.
can go to YouTube, and YouTube always, like, always had like tarot card readers. I remember this one girl. I think she's still a tarot card reader. She's a white lady. She was. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, but
No, no, no. You speak how you talk.
she
Absolutely.
was very kind, and she just guided me onto the path. And then she started doing readings for me, letting me know who I was and letting me know that I was paralyzed, but that did not take away from anything that I felt or I seen, that I wasn't going crazy.
Mhm.
And the more that I received those affirmations, I kind of just dug in deeper, dug in deeper. And then I was always like a mystical type of girl because I am Haitian. I am Haitian. I'm Haitian
Okay.
child.
Okay.
You know what they say about the Haitians, and I do not like
No, wait.
the
What do they say about the Haitians?
You know the Haitians do voodoo and all that stupidness.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
okay,
like the
okay.
stigmatism,
Right.
but it's like half true and half false. Like, there are people who exaggerate the truth behind it. But I do come from a spiritual home, like a spiritual household background. My grandmother is a shaman, so I kind of grew up in this, but I was the bad kid. I was the black sheep. So it was kind of unexpected, like,
Mm,
whoa, this one.
yeah. Yeah.
But
And
I was
that's how it
outside.
tends. That's how it tends to normally be. It's always the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because I can definitely relate on that. I'm the black sheep on both sides of my family. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm the black sheep on both sides as well. I mean,
Mm,
my dad's side, it's not that I'm the black sheep. He just got multiple kids, and
mhm.
they feel like my dad spoils me, but I don't care.
Yeah. Why would you care? Shit. The
I don't
fuck.
care for real. Like,
Yeah.
think what you want. I'm daddy's little girl forever. But yeah, I
Yeah.
come from a spiritual background, so it's kind of
Okay.
in my blood. I think I'm the first one to actually like bring it to light. Like, it's more of like a secret. I don't want to say a secret because everybody knows who my grandmother is and that she does healing, but it's
Okay.
more close knit within the Haitian. All most Haitians try to keep it close knit, but for me, I'm more Haitian American. Like, it was introduced to me as this can also be my career as it's healing me. So that's how we ended up on TikTok.
Okay. Perfect. So then once you got on TikTok, it just kind of blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
came
it
into
took
the.
off unexpectedly. Like, I still
Okay.
have videos that I posted from years ago that's still going viral, and I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. I'll be seeing them popping up on my For You page all the time. And
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
mean, I
like,
have
damn.
slowed down a lot. I've slowed down a lot to how much I usually post, but
Hmm.
I'm kind of in a transitional period right now.
Okay.
It's like I'm refining what I already have. So it's new things that I'm learning and I'm trying to like incorporate it to what I also do as well as expand my audience.
Okay. So you're trying to expand your audience. Okay. So are you going to continue doing like the tarot card reading, or are you trying to figure out exactly which way you want to go with it?
They're gonna be incorporated in some aspect of it, but I'm trying to lean more towards like the life coaching
Okay.
aspect of it. Like,
Okay.
incorporating, like integrating spirituality with your day-to-day life and allowing it to be a guide for you, like, because I always meet people who ask me like, yeah, how the hell did you do this to come from paralysis to pregnancy, and um it wasn't a divorce, it was a separation, but it took a toll. Like, I went into depression. I was like, when you met me, I was still healing from that. I was skinny as hell.
Yeah. I
Like,
remember
I
it.
went through a lot of like mental instabilities where I
Mm,
felt like I was losing my mind for a while, and I just stuck it through. And
yeah.
I've always been very transparent with my collective as well. So that's how my TikTok continued to grow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you stuck it through too. I'm so glad you stuck it through. You got people that want to see you win. You got your baby, you know what I'm saying? She wants to see you win. So
My big
I'm
head.
so glad you stuck it through because it can be a M effort. You know what I'm saying? When you go through that
Literally,
spiritual
it has
battle
been.
and then
Even
people
like
coming from
right
left
now,
and
I'm
right.
kind of like, it's funny that you asked that question because I'm at the space where it's like, okay, so how exactly do I incorporate this new stuff that I'm learning to what I already do? Because it's kind of like getting old a little bit for me as well. Because
Mhm.
I want to do it more. I want to do it big. Like,
Yeah. Reinventing yourself is also always a good thing too. I always do that. I take a break, and not saying I come back as a new person. I just come back, with more growth, more, you know what I'm saying,
mhm.
evolution and things like that. So I definitely understand that. Okay, my question to you is, let me see here. How do I want to jump this off? Now, in order to be a tarot card reader, right? Somebody that gives spiritual advice to others, do you have to have a relationship with God, or do you think that that doesn't play into it?
Yeah, you do.
You do?
Some people would say that you don't, but you do. I feel like any type of divination that you do or anything that and keep in mind that everybody calls God the most high something different as well. But I
Right.
do believe that um there needs to be a connection to the divine source because where are you receiving your enlightenment from?
Hmm. Okay. I like that you said that. Now, how do you feel about some people that say tarot card readers are of the devil? Have you heard that before?
All the time.
Okay. How do you feel about that? Because that's something that when I was doing research on questions for you, that's what a lot of people, not a lot of people, because keep in mind, a lot of people like your content, a lot of people do that. But then there's the other side of it. I'm not listening to no tarot card readers. That's of the devil, things of that nature. Because I have an experience too with tarot card readers back in I want to say, yeah, it was like actually around 2015. There was a friend, an old friend of mine, which I haven't talked to her in some years. She actually put me on to tarot card reading, right? And I used to do like the spread, the past, present, future. Like I used to do all that shit myself, like with the cards. And I used to, go through God when I did my God. It was like literally like a prayer, meditation type thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I would like do my answers. I would take, a deep breath, like just think about the questions and like as if I'm talking to God and I'll be like, God, help me guide me through the questions or, through the cards. And, but I found myself at that time I kept going through the cards most of the time instead of like going straight to the divine for some of the questions, which is God going through like some of the questions I had, some of the problems I
Yes,
had.
I feel sorry not to cut you off. I
No, go
feel
ahead,
like
go
that
ahead.
happens because, of course, it happens to everybody. I feel like that happens when you grow an attachment to the cards because remember, the cards at any tarot card reading is really supposed to be a guide. Even when you
Yes.
go to a tarot card reader to get a reading, that reader cannot necessarily tell you exactly what you need or should be doing. Like this is what you need to do right now, and they cannot tell you that because everybody has free will, and realistically, doing a tarot card reading or using tarot card, it's a guide. It's a guide to keep you on a path. But remember,
Okay.
everybody has free will, so there's always going to be a fork in the road, and that's where you're supposed to use your discernment. The card is
Right.
supposed to help the card is supposed to help strengthen your intuition. So you should already be knowing the answer, and the card should just be confirming it. It shouldn't be that usually happens when there's too much of an attachment, and also that takes place when there's like an unhealed codependency within yourself. Because at the
Yes.
end of the day, the cards are supposed to be some sort of mirror. That's the guy.
Okay. Now jumping
But
back to
it
the first.
happens, I'm sorry, but to answer the first question, do I
Yes.
believe in what the people saying that, oh, the cards are of the devil? That's a very tricky question. I do not believe what they say, but understand, I have a thing where I believe that there two things can be true at the same time. So it's like I
Okay.
feel like when people are saying things like that, that's a lack of knowledge. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they're saying that. If they had the wisdom behind what they were saying, they would understand. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. So like I said, it's like yes and no. I feel like they're wrong, but at the same time, they can enlighten themselves. It's all about enlightenment. It depends on how far you allow your eyes to see.
And I definitely think it depends on the reader as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why you
Yes,
gotta find one that you resonate with, that your spirit resonates with. You know what I'm saying?
yes, that aligns
That
with you because some readers do have dark forces and entities that
yes,
are attached to them.
absolutely.
Because understand that when you do open the cards or you open in portals, these are portals that are open. And if you're not properly cleansing and saying the right things and connecting to the right sources, these entities attach to you. And sometimes these readers don't realize that they're transferring that.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Perfect. Thank you for answering that. That was actually a beautiful, great answer. So my next question to you is: do you believe each person has a destiny, or do we create our own path through free will? What would you say to that?
I believe we are all destined and we are all gifted
Okay.
in different ways. But
Okay.
as I said previously, there's always a fork in the road. So you might have this destiny to go this way and do this, and you could have this and you could have that, but then you made that one mistake and that pushed you all the way back and you ended up on the left side of the road, and from that point you never made the right choice. That changes your faith, your fate. You understand?
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I believe.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I do believe that everybody does have a destiny. It's just some people aren't tapped into what their destiny is. And then we have all these destiny swappers. They see somebody living their destiny. And since they don't know what destiny they're supposed to be living, then they want to jump in somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
speaking about that, do you believe in destiny swapping?
Destiny swapping is not necessarily real, but it doesn't mean that the weapon is not formed. And
Okay. Break that down for me.
that's usually what happens with these karmics. Like they think they could have something that's not for them. The like how God says, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." It doesn't mean that somebody doesn't attempt to emulate you, imitate you, and produce the product that you're putting out in the way that you're putting it out. But
Mm-hmm.
where the negativity doesn't prosper is no matter how much they try to put that product out, they never gonna get the recognition that you put out because
That's
you
true.
created it. So in
That's
that
true.
sense, no, I don't believe that destiny swap works.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
attempt is made because there are people who are delusional like that, who think like
Mhm.
that, etc., etc.
I agree mostly with that. I definitely see where you're coming from. You're basically saying that people attempt to do it, but like you said, they never get the results that that person gotten from doing what they're supposed to do because it's their destiny. But yeah, I definitely feel like people do attempt it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like nowadays, even back then, people go through lengths. You know what I'm saying? So some people take somebody out. We're speaking like real shit. Like some people take, just like I honestly believe, people think I'm crazy because I believe Beyonce definitely swapped with Aaliyah, the singer. You know what I'm saying? And I believe she has something to do with Aaliyah's death and all that type of shit. So it's like I do feel like some people do take it to the highest extent to destiny swap. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's prices to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with what you're saying that people do attempt it, but you'll never get that recognition that that original person gotten from them living in their destiny.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. What is the difference between being religious and being spiritual? Or are they on the same, or are they the same to their core? What would you say to that? So is being religious and being spiritual different, or is it the same?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
I feel like they're different.
Yes,
And I
me
have to
too.
say that they're different because I always say to people, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Don't box me in. And
Yeah.
okay, that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion
Yes.
is more boxed in. Spirituality,
Yes.
this is you. It's supposed to
Yes.
be how you want it. I am that I am. Like, of
Hmm.
course, when you go into like closed practices such as Santeria or voodoo, hoodoo, those are more so closed practices. So there are certain rituals that you have to do, and you have to do them by the T. But that's in those closed practices. But the idea of spiritualism, I feel like that is a thing of mind, body, and soul, and openness. So it totally differs from religion because religion keeps you boxed in. Spirituality allows you to evolve. Religion has stayed the same time and time and time, decade after
Hmm.
decade. Spirituality is in a place where it's changing right now. We are in the year of the Aquarius. Like
Hmm.
we're changing as we evolve if you allow yourself to tap in and be in that openness. So I couldn't answer the question at first, but now I can. I do believe that there is a difference between religion and spirituality.
No, you answered it perfectly in my eyes. Yes, I absolutely believe. Um, agree with you and believe what you just said. I definitely believe that being religious and spiritual is two totally different things. Just like you said, a religion, you're in a box. You know what I'm saying? And what I noticed from each religion is like they take certain parts of the Bible and they form that into a religion. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh. Or ritual.
Christianity, they love Psalms, John, like they love certain books of the Bible, and that's all they talk about. Like they don't
Mhm.
talk about Deuteronomy. You know, they don't talk about other type shit that's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I noticed with all these other religions as well. They literally take books from the Bible and form a religion. And in my opinion, religion is of the devil. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. I grew up as a Baptist Christian. I went to church 7 days out of the week. Monday through Friday, I went to school at the church. Saturday, we went to Bible study or some bullshit. And then Sunday was the real church. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in church 7 motherfucking days a week. So, and
Yeah,
I've seen the
I
church
grew up
can be a
Catholic.
nasty.
I grew up Catholic, and I went to Catholic school, and that's why that's part of the reason why I straight off is because it's closed in, and then I felt like it was very hypocritical.
Very
Like
hypocritical.
on the 5 days that you go to school, the professors, the teachers, the nuns, what was it? It was you would have to call them the nun or miss or mister or pastor. Um, that's what you have to greet them as. You see them in a certain way during the 5 days, Monday through Friday, and on any given day of the weekend, you can catch them in front of the motherfucking liquor store. You feel me? Not only
Mm.
that, on a close end for me, I felt like my dad was the one. Catholic school, you gotta pray. You have to pray, Jimmy Lee. You have to pray. Da, 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 da. He was the one who was more strict about the whole religious thing, but he was the most fucked up being in the house. So that
Yeah.
shit fucked my head up. Like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna lie, he like I'm not to expose my family, but
No, let's talk.
I grew up in a broken home. I grew up in a domestic violence home. My dad grew, I seen some rough shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, the main person who was talking about we gotta go to church on Sunday, make sure your shit is together, y'all never praying, da, 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 was the main person fucking shit up in the crib. Now, I'm not, just in case this goes out there, I'm not gonna say that my dad was the only one doing something wrong.
Right,
Everybody
right.
in the house was doing something wrong, but my point was the leaders who was supposed to be given a structure was never following code to what was said. So I never really believed in the religion or in religion because I felt like it was very hypocritical, it's very boxed in, and it was a way to control. That's what my mind always told me. So I just never got with it.
Yes, absolutely. Like I was saying too. Like I said, I've seen the most craziest shit inside a church. Like ladies walk in, niggas is staring dead at their ass, like they hooking up in the church. Keep in mind, since I went to school in the church, I knew like because I went to school 7th and 8th grade, and by that time, unfortunately, over here in the USA, they're sexual already. You know what I'm saying?
Already
Like having sex and
developed,
all that.
everything's
So
exposed.
everything's exposed. So they were already having sex in the church, all kind of shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So, and I honestly believe too, if you are a man of God, I feel like God would make like when you pass away, you're not gonna have a painful death. Not in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's just honestly how I believe. Like I feel like I don't know, when you're a man of God and you're teaching the community like real shit about him, I feel like God's gonna look after you in your end days. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that pastor, he died a horrible death. Like he
So
had a
you
heart
know, like
attack, stroke, all like in one. You know what I'm saying? Which is to me that sounds very
yeah, that's
painful.
painful. So you like, what did you do? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like I was looking back at all of these things, and then to get closer and more personal, like I said, I was paralyzed in 2015. I've always been the sick kid. Out of all the kids that my mother only has me and my little sister and I. My
Okay.
dad, he has about like I think it's 6 to 7 of us.
Ooh, okay. He was
But
a
I'm the
Rolling
only one.
Stone
I'm the
daddy.
yeah. That nigga's Casanova. He was getting it in. Okay,
That sound like my dad shit. I be
he
meeting
got a
siblings in the
problem.
street.
Literally, he got a problem. I was just telling him the other day, like, you too old to be outside like this. He's like, I'm about to go to another girl house right now. I'm gonna call you later. Like, I don't even want to know this stuff. I'm on a
Hmm.
path.
Right.
Like, my dad still ain't stopped. But out of all his kids, I'm the one who's always been sick. I've had epilepsy. Like I said, I got multiple sclerosis, and not for nothing, it's made me always question religion. And that's why I stick to spirituality, because in spirituality I can affirm, like, I can affirm, use my affirmations to uplift myself. But then when I go to religion, it's like I'm begging you to give me life, to
Right.
give me strength. But I still
Hmm.
gotta go check in and do chemo. So it's like,
Yeah.
those things didn't align with me per se. It's like, at
Hmm.
least I know I can affirm and I can remain in a certain alignment. This is gonna give me mental strength. Once I got the mental strength, I could build the physical strength. That's how it works for me. I don't know if you understand, but that's how it correlated for me, and why religion is a little bit of a sticky topic for me. Like,
Hmm.
I try to, but I do believe in God. Like, I know I
Yeah.
ain't here by no way. I know there's a higher power, because so many things
Absolutely.
have taken place. I know that. It's
Mm.
just that I don't like to label. The labeling is too much. It's a little. It gets a little crunchy.
Yeah, I was talking to this girl not too long ago, and she had told me that she believes that there is no God, which this is why I got her out of my life. But she told me I got her the fuck out of my life. I was like, nah, bitch, you gotta go. What?
That's exactly why I got her the fuck out of my
Yeah,
life.
once you tell me, I'm sorry, once you tell me that, you are out of here. But she told me that, and she was all like, I believe that we are all gods. We're all gods. And I'm like, no, I told her, I'm like, well, I believe God is in,
Is within
all
us.
of us. You absolutely, but
Mhm.
you yourself is not a God. And to me, that's blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you calling yourself a God. I, you could be God like in a sense, but like, it's the God in me. Like, I love that song. But
Mhm.
as far as you saying you're God,
No,
no,
it's
that was
people
a no
like
go
that
for
for
me.
real. When
Mm-mm.
damn, I don't even care, but I'll tell you a story. My little sister, my ex, he was the karmic to literally open my mind. I had to literally realize, like, girl, you too nice. Like, this shit is real in this life.
Hmm.
So I introduced him to my mother and my sister, because they live in New York, I live in Massachusetts. So him
Right.
and my little sister are talking, but she's more like, she's a Virgo. Let me just say that she a Virgo.
Oh,
So
like me, I'm a Virgo. Okay.
that third eye,
Oh
bitch.
yeah, yes, baby.
You
Look at
know
it. You can
that.
see it right here.
Literally. So my sister meets him or whatever. They're talking, and then I will never forget this shit. So then I was saying, I was like, yeah, thank God or whatever. And then I don't know what made her ask him. I think he said something. He said something that made her ask him, so what do you believe in? And he was like, oh, I believe in the devil. I swear to God, on my soul, that nigga said, I believe in the devil. Like, and I started laughing. This how ignorant I was.
Hmm.
I started laughing, just like I'm laughing right now, because somebody say that shit, you can't be serious to me. To me,
Right. You think they
you can't be
playing or like
serious.
something?
For
Hopefully.
real, like, you gotta be joking. Like, so
Right.
I literally said to my sister, "Oh, he just joking. Don't pay attention." And she's like, "Bitch, do you know who you sleeping with? That nigga is dead ass serious."
Hmm.
And I kid you not, I went through the next 8 terrible fucking years, okay, after that. And I will
Hmm.
never forget, like, yo, he literally told me, I believe in the
Hmm.
devil. Why the fuck did I think I was gonna overcome that shit? He
Hmm.
literally told me that shit.
You
Like,
was in love
it was
and
people,
being.
and that's when I realized, like, it's really people that say shit like that, that they don't just
Hmm.
say it, they believe shit like that. Like,
Hmm. And that's why I take it for what the fuck they told me. That's why I'd be like, hey, baby, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna get up out of here. I just know I'm finna get up out of here and we not
I'm
gonna
too nice because I'm rolling the
mm-mm.
blunt right now, but I'm too nice because I really was just like, Oh, he can't be serious. Like, I thought it was a joke up until like
Yeah.
years after. Now I'm a little bit deeper. I'm a little bit more seasoned. I'm not a little. At this point, I'm seasoned. I'm in the game. I'm on TikTok. People paying me, and it's like
Yeah.
my cards is telling me like, yo, you're sleeping with the enemy. Get this nigga out your house. So this nigga,
Mm.
I'm kicking him out, kicking him out, kicking him out, and he's thinking I'm going crazy, and I'm over here trying to get the like literally trying to get this shit out my face. Like I see this
Right.
in my cards. Get out, get out, get out, get out. And he's thinking like, yo, you're going crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy. He told you straight up who the fuck he was, but you have to find
Literally,
out
and
the hard way.
I did not listen. I didn't understand.
Hmm.
I don't know what the hell was I thinking.
It's all good. You live and you learn, baby. You live and you motherfucking learn. I guess the next time a motherfucker tell you they believe in the devil, you gonna take it for what it is, right?
Yeah, now of course
Yeah.
because then that led me to remembering my baby father actually telling me, yeah, you know, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody doing no voodoo. Cause I told him my grandmother don't play with me. You can't get me. I'm Haitian. My grandmother put your ass in a jar. This thing's gonna
Hmm.
stay with me. I ain't scared of no voodoo. I know how to shape shift into people's houses. I be sitting right next to you at the table.
Mm-mm.
Like you don't understand. Like these niggas playing with me right in my face, and I was just like, dee, dee, dee.
Yeah, shapeshifter. I'm out this motherfucker. You ain't finna shapeshift to nothing around
I
this
had to
motherfucker.
learn a lot of shit on
Not
the
on my
game.
end.
That's
No
why
sir.
now I'll be like, don't play with me. Go play with your mother.
Yep. Okay, my next question here is should minors be receiving tarot card readings? How do you feel
No,
about that?
no. I think anybody who's getting readings on a kid or allowing a kid to get a reading is really manipulating energy.
Hmm.
Because everybody knows, well, and if you don't know, you should know that the kids are the innocent, so they're the closest to God.
Hmm.
There's no reason why a kid should need a tarot card reading. Like a minor should need a tarot card reading. How my niece just hit me up the other day and she 20. I ain't fucking read for her.
Mm.
Like I don't do that. I'm not. Kids are kids.
Okay, so where exactly do you draw the line at? Like when somebody wants a reading done, is that like where you draw the line at? Is it their children? Where exactly do you draw the line?
Your door's open. Um, where do I draw the line at?
Hmm.
Um, I don't take all money.
Okay.
I always do divination before I actually agree to do a reading. So, for example, if you send me an inbox like, "Hey, I need a reading,"
Hmm.
before I agree, I shuffle my own cards. Like, is this person's energy genuine? Are they coming towards me with genuine energy? Is this somebody that I can help? I'm not gonna ask about your information before I get to you, but making sure what the fuck stepping into my field, I need to know.
Okay.
That's like letting somebody in your house with a gun behind their back and you don't know.
Right. And you just welcome them in. Come on in,
Hey, come
baby.
on in.
Yeah.
Nah.
I got the fresh pie on the stove. I'll just fry some chicken. Right. I
You know
get
what I'm
exactly what
saying?
you're saying.
So, I don't take money from everywhere. I don't accept all readings. I don't do readings after. I don't do readings after about like 10 o'clock's my last reading. As far as
Okay.
age, you can't get a reading from me if you're not 18.
Okay. Perfect.
Straight
So
like that.
they have to be of age. Okay, I definitely like that. And you don't do readings after you said 10 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
can
why
book
what's
it
the
for the
reason for
next
that?
day. Huh?
What's the reason for that? Why don't you do it no later than 10 p.m.?
I used to do readings way later all night, but I feel like freaks come out at night.
Right. Okay. And it's different entities at night too, like
At
during the witch
nighttime. The,
hours.
the
Yeah.
portal is the portal is more open at night. And
Hmm.
for me personally, on a personal level, I'm more sensitive to energy at night. I'm a moon baby. So
Okay.
I can go anywhere. I'm tapped in everywhere. So instead of me being in your dimension, I rather preserve my energy in my dimension. Whatever message is supposed to come to me is gonna come to me because I'm already in my element.
Okay.
If
I
it's
definitely
and I don't do emergency readings neither. Like I used to do emergency readings, but I don't do emergency readings because I realized that that is a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the fuck emergency could you be going through that a tarot card reading is going to save you from?
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Now, if I was
Let's talk.
greedy, I would be like, yeah, send that
Mm-hmm.
150. Like, for the fuck what? Why I'm making you pay me half your rent? Because you want to wake me up in the middle of the night when really all you need to do is practice patience.
Mm-hmm.
Catch me in the morning. You catch me at 6 o'clock in the morning, mom. We up
Mm-hmm.
early.
Yeah.
Now, if I
Facts.
was greedy, you see, this is then I feel like that's a sign of loyalty that people do not appreciate. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm not that much in a rush to hurry up and run back to TikTok the way that I used to be anymore. Because I realized that I was feeding into energy that I was feeding into energy that wasn't necessarily serving me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm gonna get the money. Yes, you're gonna pay me, but let's be real. You're hitting up a tarot card reader at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about you got an emergency. I can't
Right.
save you. And if
Mm-hmm.
this is about a nigga, I think you need to get your priorities together. I'm not a
Right.
love and light reader.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not here to fuck with you. I don't need your money. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be good. I'm gonna be taken care of. You understand? And I feel like readers who do that, they have their own agendas. No offense, but I'm not that reader.
And that goes into my next question. Are viral tarot card readers dangerous or
Are they?
manipulative? Yeah, like the viral tarot card readers, like you know how you see them, like they be. It's hard to come up with an example, but they'll be like, "You're gonna get like you're gonna get rich in a couple weeks, and you're gonna
If
get
you
rich."
if you repost this reading, I hate
Yeah,
them
like
readers.
if you repost this reading, if you like and share and comment,
I
he's
hate
thinking
them
about you.
readers.
She's thinking about you. Are those type of readings manipulative, or do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's very direct. The good thing about those type of readers is that you can see already what they're manipulating, the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is something that you need to use your discernment. Why would you book a reading from somebody like this?
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of them putting in the work, they rather manipulate the algorithm, which is okay. But it's like that's how you. I don't know. I just got more personal with the shit. Like instead, like
Yeah.
I used to get up on TikTok and be on TikTok from what I used to start school at 9, 10 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and some days he would get her ready. Some days I would get her ready. But by the time she get on the bus at 9, 10, I'm back in the crib at 10 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, I'm on TikTok live, not posting readings. I'm
On
on
live,
TikTok
yeah.
live
Yep.
from 11 o'clock in the morning to like 6, 7 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes after the breakup, I was like, I used to realize like, damn, he wasn't even over exaggerating. I was up there for mad long. Like I did not need to be up there for mad long. Like yes, I would get off of TikTok with like 300 in my pocket in my cash app, but that takes from my energy.
Yeah, you feel drained after that. Yeah, I know exactly.
So, what kind of healing am I bringing to the collective when I'm draining my energy just to build my pockets up? I can't even
Mm-hmm.
spend that money because I'm so fucking tired by the time I'm done with y'all. You understand? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why it became more of like, I'm not here to play. So, you may not see me going, it's been like about a year since I've been live, and I'm okay with that because when I do show up, it's gonna be pure energy. I actually put in the work, and you gonna
Right.
have to respect my energy. I'm not that little $10, $15. We not. It's not worth it no more. I
Yeah, keep it.
put in some
Mm-hmm.
work. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you believe that some tarot deck cards, what did I just have to, or some tarot deck cards are spiritually dangerous? Like, do you use any type of spiritual deck like when you're doing your tarot card readings, or how do you go about choosing the right deck to use?
Like what I'm drawn to.
Yeah, like what you're drawn to.
Like I
Like,
usually pick my decks according to what I'm drawn to.
okay.
Um, yes, I do believe that there are some decks that have demonic attachments to them, and it's because of where it's made from.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is why, like, I don't like to purchase my cards online too much because you don't know the intention. Like, you can literally, for example, you purchase this from me
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get it from me, and as I'm packing it up in my head, I got this negative thought, like, every time you pick up this card, I don't want to say nothing negative with my cards in my hand, but as I'm wrapping it up, I'm saying something negative is going to happen to you every time you touch your deck. And then I send that out to you. I've just wrapped a gift to you with negative intention. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that. And there was actually a few years ago, I forgot her name, Doreen. It was Doreen. Doreen something. That's a lady on one of the tarot card. She made a tarot card deck, and apparently she was racist as fuck.
Mm.
Yeah, she was racist and she was exposed. So that was like something that, let me see if I can find her name.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that was
See,
like a
you
thing
feel that
on
different.
TikTok as well. That's where I was like, yeah, I need to be more mindful. Cause I'm not even a front. I remember me saying that makes so much sense. Cause every time I picked up that deck, my reading never made sense. I could ask
Mm.
the same question in another deck, and I get a whole different answer. But let me ask that deck. It never
Mm.
made sense, so I threw that shit out.
Right. And that's just due to the person who made the deck. She wasn't spiritually right. She was racist, so that makes sense. While you looking that up, okay. Next question here: are TikTok and Instagram mass readings valid?
Are TikTok mass readings valid?
TikTok and Instagram mass readings valid? So like
What's a
when they
mass
come on there and they're like, this is a mass reading and da 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 da.
collective
Would you
reading?
do you think that those are valid or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do believe collective readings are valid. The thing about collective readings is that the whole reading may not resonate with you. It could be like a specific part that resonate with you, and sometimes certain collective readings you might like. For example, you might see me, you fuck with me, you like my readings, but today this collective reading did not resonate for you because it wasn't for you. It was for somebody
Right.
else. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the tarot card reader. Just every message is not going to be for you or align with you. But when you using your discernment, you'll be able to see what's what, which is what.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Cuz that's why yeah, I definitely can see that cuz it's like and that's why I see what you say you be like this is a collective reading. Some of it may resonate with you. You say that in your videos like some may not. So I definitely get that. Okay. Perfect. So let me see here. So now we're gonna dive a little bit into some personal life questions. Well, not that personal, you know what I'm saying? But we
That's
we get
fine.
we get personal over here on Melly 101. But okay, my question to you is, what's worse, disrespect or dishonesty, and
This,
why?
this,
Okay.
don't lie to me. I could let disrespect roll off my back because honestly, like people disrespect and there's ignorant disrespect where it's like you don't even realize that you disrespected me. You didn't think that
Hmm.
that was gonna offend me. Like you should. So when it's something like that, I could let that slide. Sometimes you disrespect somebody because you feel triggered. That person could have felt triggered by me, and I'm humble enough to be like to let that shit roll off my back. But if you lie to me, my nigga, you're meeting 245 Hawthorne J. Lee. What the fuck is up? Don't do that shit. I hate a
Okay.
liar. No funny shit. No, I
Yeah.
hate a liar. That shit
Hmm.
makes my skin boil.
Hmm. I
Don't
definitely
lie to
agree.
me. And
That's a tricky question.
it's worse because I'm very intuitive. I have a lot of empathy. I can pick up on energy. Like it's so crazy. I know you about to lie to me before you lie to me. So when you
Hmm.
lie to me, it's taking every fucking piece of my fiber to keep it together because I have a hitting problem. I'll be honest,
Ooh,
sometimes things
okay. You had a little
so
quick little
don't lie.
jab real quick.
Don't lie to me, like for real. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. That's a tricky question for me because I don't really like disrespect or dishonesty, but if I had to choose one, I would say which one is worse. I would definitely say the honesty, because disrespect is like, hey, that's how you truly felt in that moment. You know what
in
I'm
that
saying? At least
moment, and then
you
I
were
could be
being,
petty and get you back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, at least you were
Dishonesty,
being
there's
real
no
to
coming back.
yourself. But being dishonest in 2026 is just crazy as fuck to me.
There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. Now, do you think social media ruins relationships?
It depends on the two people in the relationship.
Okay. Because I would say, in my opinion, I've never been in no relationship where I felt like social media has ruined it until lately. I was kind of talking to somebody, and then they were
Wait,
like,
hold on 1 second. Sorry, can you give me my ashtray from the bathroom, please, with the lighter? And can you step out the room, please? That is one. You want to come say hi to my friends?
did she say sure?
Yeah. She a Leo. She love the camera.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Good.
That's good. Oh, you look like your mama.
She do. Oh my
Oh,
god.
she's sweet.
Thank you.
But yeah, I said I feel like as of lately, I don't know. I was told that I argue with too much people on social media and all this kind of shit, and I'm all like, you don't even know me. Like that shit is crazy for you to say that shit. So I don't know. I feel like some people can be intimidated if you have like a following or you have somewhat of a following and
People
you
don't
are a
like
social media
people don't like
personality.
people who speak up. That's what it is. That's why
Hmm.
I loved you when I seen the day that you fell upon the day that you fell upon my FYP page, whatever it was that you were saying, I was happening to me in the moment. That's why it was like,
Hmm.
yo, what the hell? Where you been at, cousin? Like, cause
Yeah.
like people don't like the truth. I feel like people don't like the
No.
truth. I don't think social media necessarily ruins relationships. I think people don't like the truth. Like,
Hmm.
that's how I think.
And yeah, people would rather be around somebody that's gonna sugarcoat shit, that's gonna let shit slide, act like they don't see it. You know what I'm
Yeah, like,
saying?
be on social media all fluffed up. Like, now we live in this life, real life. Like, you gonna see it how it come. How you get it is how you live it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a tricky ass question. That's why I wanted to ask you. Now, do you think family ruins relationships?
100%.
Yes.
Family, 100%. Yes, families ruin relationships, but I also feel that the people in a relationship should also take accountability because your family don't have to like you, but you gotta have tougher skin.
Yeah.
Because I take accountability because I allowed my family to get into my head with several of my relationships. Not saying that I could have saved them, but I
Right.
see the flaws. You know what I'm saying? So it takes two. I feel like it takes two. If you allowing the family to get into your head a little bit too much, that's on you. That's not all on them. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna let them take you away from what you want for real?
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like family can see shit that you can't see in the relationship, right? Some I do believe that. Like I have, a couple siblings. Like I try to tell them, like, hey, I'm looking from the outside in. I am somewhat close, and I'm. This is not it. But then I tend to do a step back, like once I get heat back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I kind of learned as far as family members, I'm not willing to. I told all family members I'm not willing to meet their significant other ever because I feel like they don't make the good choices. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal opinion.
Wait, why you said that? That's
I don't feel
unsupportive.
because every damn near every family member once they bring somebody to me that they was dating, I'm all like, why are you dating him or her? Like you're way better than what you're presenting me. You know what I'm saying? And that's honestly how I be feeling. Like really, like they're
You're
bringing
that
me
family
trash.
member.
Like they be bringing me trash, like just straight up
But
trash.
you can't say that. You can say that to them away from the person.
Yeah, I don't say it to them in front of the person. Absolutely
Okay.
not. Yeah, fuck no. I mean, it just depends on if the person rubbed me wrong like that. I may say it in front of the person. There's been a couple incidents like that where I have said it in front of the person, but most of the time I try to, pull them to the side and have an intimate conversation and be like, "What's really going on? Like, you could do better than this." But then what I have to learn is they can't do better than that because that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I believe people are with their match at that time. You know what I'm saying?
What
I
do you
do.
mean?
Like, for instance, I feel like if you're in a toxic relationship, clearly that's something that you like being in. Me, I could never be in a toxic relationship personally. You know what I'm saying? Just all the
There's different
fighting.
levels of toxic.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about the constant fighting, the constant arguing, attitudes. I couldn't
Oh,
be in
some
no type
people
of shit
like
like
that
that.
shit. Some people like that shit, and I had to
Yeah,
learn. You know what? And you know what?
they
This
do.
is a good question because recently, very very recently, one of my siblings, she's in a toxic relationship, and I could not take that shit, bro. And
Hmm.
mind you, I used to be in a toxic. I grew up in a toxic household. Like I said to you,
Hmm.
I grew up. My dad wilding shit up in the crib, for real, for real. And then when I was with my past counterpart, I exhibited those toxic traits as well. Like as far as like, nigga, what you said, what you breaking shit, slamming shit, like what you coming to the house with, what you doing, breaking shit like that. So I don't know. I feel like that's a sticky situation when it comes down to family members and toxic relationships. Personally, me, I don't share my opinions anymore because like for me personally, when I share my opinion, people say that I think I'm better because I'm spiritual now.
Mm.
But it be coming from the same space as you were saying. Like I see something bad. Like this is not gonna
Hmm.
go further. So
And
that's
the crazy thing is, I'm always right too about the situation. That's
fucking
what I
Virgo.
learned. Yeah, that's what I learned. Every time I try to warn them, and then I wait for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then it turns out I was 100% right. And then now
That's
they
why
got
you
to come
just gotta be
back.
quiet.
Now they
That,
got to come back with egg on their face, like, "Oh, you was right," da, 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 this and that. And I'm like, I tried to warn you, and I'm that nigga. I would say that I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you that you didn't listen. But everybody got to learn shit on their own. That's what I learned too in this lifetime.
hmm
So I don't get into between no family members relationships whatsoever no more. As far as friends, I'm not willing to get into it with friends either. So that kind of goes to my next question. If your friend partner was cheating, would you tell your friend? Like, let's say you seen Samantha and Robert, right? Samantha, your homegirl. Robert is Samantha's dude. You at the club and you see Robert over there shacked up with a whole different bitch. Would you go back and tell Samantha, or are you just going to be like, this ain't none of my business? I'm staying out of it. Where do you fall at?
this ain't none of my business.
Okay.
Nah, it depends on the relation. No funny shit. This ain't none of my business because I don't have friends. So this is
Okay.
why I'm saying this the way that I'm saying it. I really don't have friends. Like
Right.
I get up in the morning, I call my mother, I call my father. Um, I got a friend who's slash client, so I never really met her in person.
Okay.
So just like you, like never met you in
Right.
person. I got some virtual friends. So
Right.
in real life, that's very, very impossible to happen. But if it were to happen, depending on the relationship, I might punch the nigga in the face and call you like, yo, I just hit your nigga because I just caught him doing some shit. I ain't like, go ask him what happened.
Mm,
That's what I'm gonna do. Go ask him.
okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But if it's like if it's like a regular person, oh, we just a mutual, we be on the same block, we know mutual. I'm turning my head the other way because I know that's what y'all bitches did when y'all seen Lewis fucking Inez. So
Yeah. Oh, let's talk here. You know
you
what
know
I'm saying?
what I'm saying? Let's get into
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. I'm the same motherfucking way. Like, it definitely depends on the relationship, but I cut off friends too because they weren't giving me the same energy I was giving them, and that was hurtful to find out. Once you find out that you've been friends with people, and this is friendships over 10 years, and like they weren't your friend the whole time. Clearly, they weren't your friend. You know what I'm saying? Just off their actions and shit they was doing. But yeah, like no, absolutely not. I think I would definitely turn the other cheek too. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I would go confront him or her about the shit. It's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If it's a family member, I'm straight up. Like I said, family member and certain type of friendship, like, I really don't have no friends, so I can't even think of who I would react off of that. Like, if it's a family member off rip, nigga, I'm smacking you, asking questions later. That's what I do.
yeah.
Literally, shoot first, ask questions later. Go tell them why I just smacked you.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, go tell them the fuck you doing over here. Like, I'm that type of person. I handle on site.
Yeah. I can
If,
respect that.
if not,
Now,
I'm just walking away. If not, I'm walking away. Like, cause I give
yeah.
my energy. I really give my energy. Like, I'm an all in type of person. So it's
All in
one
or
or the
nothing.
other with me. It's one or the other. And
Mm-hmm.
when I don't react, you should be scared.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm really really quiet, you should be scared. Cause that means
Yeah.
I handed it over, and God don't really play.
Right. Same here.
He don't play.
Once I'm done and I'm quiet, that means I'm out and it's no longer between me and you. You got other consequences and you got other people to talk to, and it's not me.
It's
It's
not me.
the divine, the higher up.
Exactly.
Um, Now, is therapy necessary or is it overhyped? And when I say therapy, like talking to either a therapist or because you can get therapy from like friends and social media people. Like, is that necessary to talk about like your feelings and stuff you're going through, or do you feel like this just 100% overhyped? You can do it on your own.
I do not believe it's overhyped.
Okay.
Um, I believe the mental health labeling is overhyped. Like, oh, I'm overstimulated. I have anxiety. I believe that's overhyped, but I don't believe um, emotional therapy is overhyped because I believe it's very necessary. Like, even I do therapy. Like, that's how I'm able to balance my followers, my clients, my daughter, and I still do chemotherapy. So it's like a lot in my life.
Oh wow.
I do believe that it helps. So from my aspect, I do believe it's necessary. It's a form of shadow work if you
Okay.
really, really trying to.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
when you healing, you're processing everything that you've been through, your thoughts, that your present thoughts, your past thoughts, your present self, your past self, other
Mhm.
people's opinions, and what you are wanting or what you are thinking is going to happen in the future, whether this is good or bad. You're doing all of this perspective shifting, or you're doing all of this introspection by yourself. You have
Mhm.
no outlet to release it. Remember, everything is give and take. Everything is give and take. Everything is balance. So while you taking everything in, who you pouring it out to?
Mhm.
That's the point of the therapist, because they literally sign a contract to just listen to you. No judgment. They can
Yep.
really only speak until you tell them to speak for real.
To be honest, right. Hmm.
So I do believe it's important.
Okay. I also believe it's important too to talk to somebody and get those feelings out.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I don't have any childhood trauma anymore. I've gotten over all of that childhood trauma. The more trauma that I have is like adult trauma. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have childhood trauma at all. I actually had a nice childhood. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I had problems in my childhood, but I came to closure with all of that. But
Hmm.
my trauma comes from like just friends. Like I said, I thought I had these friends and they weren't really my friends. I thought people were my family members and they weren't really my family members. So that was very trauma for me. You know what I'm saying? Just realizing where the fuck I was at, and shit like that. So that's some stuff I still need to definitely work on, but it doesn't bother me that much. At least I like to think it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, I definitely enjoy talking to a therapist and having like these kind of conversations. You know what I mean? It's
It's
like
like
therapy
I
to
look
me
at
too.
my therapist as like, an accountability partner.
Yeah.
That's what I think is good, because especially when you're healing, you always constantly doing shadow work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Whether you know this or not, when you do a session with the therapist, you then have like sort of like an accountability partner, you know, and that also helps you like check off like your mental, like your mental
Mm-hmm.
compartments, compartmentalize your mental spaces. So I
Absolutely.
it's a good resource to have as well.
Now, is healing a constant thing that you have to do, or is it just a one and done type thing?
No, you're once you start to heal, you're always healing,
Mm-hmm.
because things happen every day. Every day
Right.
is day to day. Energy changes every day.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be something that you haven't thought about for 10 years, and you just got
Mm-hmm.
up one day and it's been on your mind. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the day that your body, your mind, your soul decides, we got to heal this trauma from when you were 7 years old and your uncle kicked you in the back of your neck. Now you don't like people sitting behind you. We need to unpack that. So I
Right.
believe that healing is an ongoing thing once you actually sign up and commit to healing
I definitely
consistently.
agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. Healing, that's why it's called a healing journey. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People be like, I'm on a healing journey. It's like in the journey, it could take, everybody's journey is different. It could take a week or just depending on what you are healing. It could take a week. It could take 10 months. It could take 10 years. You know what I'm saying? To fully heal something. But as long as you are on that healing journey, I think that's the only thing that really does matter.
Mhm.
Um, Now my next question for you is, what is the hard truth people don't want to hear?
Like people in general,
People in general, what's the hard truth that they just don't want to hear? I'll go ahead and jump off first.
things
What I
that are
think
wrong with them,
that what?
like things that may be wrong with them. People don't like to take accountability
Hmm.
for yourself. People don't like to
Hmm.
be self-aware. People are
Hmm.
not as self-aware as they presume themselves to be. A lot of people, and that's like a very common thing. Like majority, about 75% of society have this self-proclaimed self-awareness, and the minute that you might bring a highlight to a lack of self awareness, they automatically reject you or
Hmm.
outcast you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like people don't like to be accountable of themselves.
Yes, I was just gonna say basically the same thing. I feel like a hard truth that is hard for people to swallow is that you are the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's hard for people to swallow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually had my mom tell me a few, I think it was like last year. She was all like, which I disagree with her, but I have to tell her, like, hey, I disagree. Like, she was like, you fall out with everybody, da da da, this and that. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like, I don't fall out with everybody. I'm like, I cut a lot of the old people out of my life just because we weren't on the same path anymore. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I have to break it down to her. I was like, this is why I feel like you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? In which we came to a mutual understanding, but I still didn't care if she disagreed or not. But I told her, in my opinion, I'm not the problem because I leave people alone. I'm the one that walks out the door. People are not walking out the door on me. If anything, from what I hear, is that they want to talk, they want to make up, do all this kind of shit. And I'm not willing to do that just because I'm protecting my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So I said it would be different if I was the one storming out, leaving. You know, I mean, not you like, but I leave peacefully and I leave quietly. I don't leave on no rah 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 shit. It's just, and I let the person know. I'm like, hey, I gave you my boundaries, which was X, Y, and Z. You're not doing it, so now I got to dip off and I got to go do me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I have done that to quite a few people. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely feel like that's a hard thing for people to swallow. Is like you are the problem. Now I
I
was
feel
like
like
on your end.
people also, like for me in my reality, People don't like
Mhm.
to see themselves because, like, I'm gonna mirror back exactly what you bring me. You think you about
Yeah.
to bring me some fuck shit? I'm about to show you how shit get fucked up. Like,
Hmm.
and that's just gonna take you like, what the fuck? Like, it's like I do this shit so I do it so effortlessly all the time. People just like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Hmm.
I thought you was just this quiet spiritual girl. Like, yeah, but you
Hmm.
thought you was about to come here and
And
fuck
play.
it up, right? And I
Yeah.
was just gonna eat it up, like, like
Yeah.
nah.
Hmm.
So I feel
And I
like
think that's the thing with me too, is because there is two sides to me. I'm not gonna lie. There's the side that, as long as you're cool and respectful for me, I'm always gonna give that back to you. But once I start seeing, and I give people the three strike rule before I pop the fuck off, most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, the first time I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. The second time it's like, oh no, now I got my eye on you. I'm not
the
tripping. You
third
know what I'm
time
saying?
is a
And then the
wrap.
third time, it's over. It's off with your fucking head because you're not gonna
It's a
keep playing
wrap.
games. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am. I give people the three strike rule, and once you on that third strike, it's go time.
I
Let's
call
get
it
it
the
done.
tally mark. I be doing the tally mark. So it
Hmm.
ain't even three strikes because you know the tally marks is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like, I give you a few strikes.
Hmm.
Like you got away with a good grip. Like,
Hmm.
so at this point I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay. Now my next question is, what is the biggest lie people tell themselves?
I can't do it.
You
I
can't
can't
do
do
it.
it.
Like you cannot.
Yeah, I can't do this. I won't succeed. Or I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough.
Hmm.
I'm not good enough. Yeah, people lie to themselves all the time and discredit themselves and then get mad at like and I can attest to that too. I fall victim to that as well. Like I be like, damn, that's too much for me. I can't do this. I can't do that. But then I do it and I smash it.
Hmm.
You understand? Like, so I do believe like self doubt. People do a lot of self doubting, but
Hmm.
okay, take
Yeah,
a little
and
bit.
people got to be careful with that because that's part of
Yeah,
manifesting too.
manifestation.
Saying that you can't do it instead of saying that, just try to say you can do it, and then I feel like you could do anything you put your mind to. That's
Yeah.
how us as the melanated people. That's all we have is manifest. That's all we
Mm-hmm.
really. We don't got nothing to fall back on, so we have to manifest like
Power
what we
lies
want to.
within us, so
Yeah.
ain't nothing in our way except for the white man.
And I'm a true believer in manifest. Like I really, honestly, truly believe in that. Like I'm telling you, like the little shit I got going on, I manifested everything,
Everything.
and
Exactly.
it's crazy. That's why sometimes I really feel like I can see the future because I'm like, where I'm at in my life, it's like I manifested like all this as a
You're
kid. You know
powerful
what I'm
manifest.
saying? Yeah. So I really, honestly, truly believe in that.
I mean, I
Um.
believe that we all have the gift of seeing, but it's a lot of work that that
Hmm.
must be endured. Like through
Hmm.
endurance is perseverance type shit.
Right. Okay, my next question to you is, then we finna be wrapping it up soon because we already been talking for quite some time. Um, my next question to you is, would you rather go viral for the wrong reason or never be seen at all?
Never be seen at all.
Okay, and why?
Cause I don't want my name attached to no bullshit. I've done enough bullshit in my life.
Hmm. Yeah, like I done quote unquote went viral a few times. And I have went viral for the right things, but then I have also went viral for the wrong things as well. Like there's this popular YouTuber, or he's like a social person or whatever, and he took one of my videos, a white man, of course. He took
I
one of
think
my
I see that
videos.
the gym guy.
Yes, that
Yeah, I've
nigga.
seen it.
He
I've
took
seen
my
it.
video, made his own fucking story of my video, uploaded it to his millions of followers, and then now that video is like one of the most liked videos on his page, one of the most viewed videos on his page, and that was quote unquote for the wrong reason, even though the story behind that video was a black man standing up for himself to a white racist old man in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely would rather not be seen at all than go viral for the wrong reasons. Because going viral for the wrong reasons, it's funny to look at. Like when you see other
But it
people,
never goes away.
it never goes away. Like that video is gonna always be out. And then the thing is, people can always take their name. That's why I have to come out with like a whole story time on that video and debunk every fucking thing. Which now I have made peace with it, right? But it was hard. Like I said, I have a couple celebrity friends or whatever, and I've been seeing them going viral for quote unquote the wrong thing. And sometimes it's funny to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's funny to watch. But when it's you on the other end that everybody's talking about, everybody's bashing,
Yeah, that
it's
does
so
not feel
hard.
good. That's
It's
like a
so
whole
hard.
humiliation ritual within itself.
That was definitely a humiliation ritual. Like in our pat, and the crazy part is I never. That's why I feel like that dude is gonna have like a show, like a surviving hymns type show. Because I feel like one time he's gonna post somebody, and somebody's gonna wind up like Xing herself. Because that's the only time I ever thought about like, which suicide doesn't. It doesn't. That's not my life. That's not my story. But when I was going through that. I definitely was like, how the fuck do I get out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
If I'm not mistaken, the when I was reading when that was happening, I was reading the comments. I don't think he was the first person he did that to.
no, I'm not the first person he did that
Yeah,
to.
it was a
It's
few
a whole,
people.
it's a lot of us. Yeah. It's a lot of us he did that to. And you know what I noticed? He only picks the black people like in that type of light too. He's a racist. He's a bigot. That's why he got mad. Because I called him out for being a racist and a bigot. And then he took that video, flipped the whole story. You know what I'm saying? And then uploaded it to his nasty, grimy ass followers. They was coming on fake pages, calling me monkeys, calling me niggers. It was like the most psychotic thing I ever. My DMs, it was just like ding, 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 ding. I was getting
Yeah,
hundreds
I
and
want to
thousands
know
of DMs.
that.
It was like 6 million people came to that page within 3 days.
I would have lost my entire page because I would have been arguing with everybody. Like,
At first, I was arguing with them, but it was just too much. And then they was finding out like where I lived at. They was giving me death threats. They was like, if we catch you in the street, it's off with your head. They was all like, it's a bounty put on your head. It was a lot. So that was my first taste of like the negative part of going viral. Because I have been viral quite a few times, but that time right there was just ridiculous.
that's
So
dangerous.
I'd rather not be seen at all than go viral for the wrong motherfucking
Exactly.
reason.
I totally agree with that. Like I said, I'm a hermit. Like being on this side of my life, very common. Like I've become a hermit. Like I'd rather stay to myself. Like yeah, I know I could
Hmm.
pop off. Like I already been in jail. Like you know, I do not got $50,000 for nobody no more. Okay, I done went broke trying to bail myself out. So
Hmm.
I rather let you think you have it. I'm good. I'm quiet.
Yeah. And that's the real power at the end of the day. You walking away. That's
Yeah.
the real power. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned too the hard way. That's the real power. Cause you know you could take this motherfucker. You know what you're capable of. You walking away is that's the real power right there. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
And that's what I'm trying to gear towards in my life. It's just sometimes, a person can catch you on an off day.
It
You know what
takes
I'm saying?
strength. It takes a lot of strength. A
Hmm.
lot of strength. Like, what? I'm 35 now. This shit was not no overnight, bro. Like, I still pop off sometimes. Like,
Yeah. As you should.
pop off. It takes a lot of strength because
It
people
does.
play with you, especially when they see that you quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. They always try to come after the quiet ones, but what I learned is you leave them quiet motherfuckers the fuck
The fuck
alone.
alone.
You do not mess with them quiet motherfuckers. They's quiet for a reason.
Literally.
They
Literally.
sitting on ready. Leave them alone.
Literally. Please leave me alone.
Facts. Okay, let me see here. Let me ask a couple more questions and then we'll go ahead and end it. Um, hmm. Let me see. What's something that you'll never tolerate ever again in life?
Wow. Hmm. I will never date another broke man.
Okay, that stems to another question I have. You'll never date another broke man. Okay. And when you say broke, is it just he has no emotion, or what's the
No,
definition of
I will
broke?
never date a mentally broke, emotional man.
Okay. And what exactly is that?
Because understand that in order for you to build financially, you have to have some type of mental. You have to, in order to build financially or have financial stability, it starts from the mind. You have to have endurance. You have to have stamina. Like that stamina shit that niggas be talking about, like stamina to fuck. Like that's a mind thing. If you can't control yourself in your mind, nigga, you gonna stay broke. You're gonna stay broke. If you can't
Yes.
control your emotions, you cannot lead me. I don't want you. Because
Yes.
if anything can sway you, and I was reading earlier today, I cannot stand a man who does tick for tat. If you was emotionally stable, you wouldn't be doing no tick for tat with me or any motherfucking body. Just
Hmm.
because I didn't fucking cook, you not gonna throw the trash out?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Shit
Right.
still gotta get done, right?
Right. Hmm.
You understand? Like
Absolutely.
you supposed to be picking up my slack. But if you was mentally stable, you would understand that there would not be emotional failure. We fail
Mm.
emotionally because there's no mental stability. So I don't want a mentally or emotionally broke man ever again because I know if he's mentally stable or he's building or he's working, I don't even want the what else? You know how they be saying I don't want the potential. I don't want no potential man. I want a mentally stable and emotionally aware man. That's when we can start talking about building. That's when we can start putting money together for financial. I ain't gonna bug you about your finances because I know we got a bill, but I would like for you to have something in your bank. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make it a big thing. What's the
Okay, now I
problem?
got a question for you. Is love enough in a relationship? And what I mean by love
No,
is
I never felt love was enough. What the fuck love gotta do with it? Love don't pay these bills.
yeah.
Like love don't even make my pussy wet, nigga. Like these bills get paid make my pussy wet. Like what is you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't
So
know how I feel about that, which people always look at me funny, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, don't get me wrong, it's just because I'm a person that can take care of myself, right? But, however, and maybe because I'm a man, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if it's like genuine love, I feel like sometimes love is
a
enough.
man is
Like,
supposed to want love. A man is supposed to want love. Like I feel like that's natural. But what men
yeah.
don't be realizing is why you want love, what you bringing to the table for me to nurture that love. Because remember, that's my spot. That's my responsibility is to nurture you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already love. I'm the
Right.
woman. I'm Venus. I'm already love. So how
Mm-hmm.
you igniting the love within me? That's how we get to it. How you fulfilling my needs? I used to think the same way that you thinking. That's how I ended up with that fuck ass nigga. I ain't doing this shit again. I swear. I ain't asking you to have no millions, bro. I ain't even asking for you to have a car. As a matter of fact, you need to have a car. I'm handicapped.
yes.
And you need to have a car. But I stopped
Mm-hmm.
making it easy for these niggas. And I realized that that's the problem with women. Let me speak to women. That's the problem with women. We make it easy for these niggas and then we apologize when they start
Mm-hmm.
fucking up. We make it easy for these niggas and then we apologize for their failures because naturally women pick shit up. Women put that shit on for real, for real. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
do. That's what my nana taught me. And not just put that shit on because it's Versace or Louis, but nigga, I wear my fucking title
Mm-hmm.
confidently. I get up every day and I do what I gotta do. I take care of my kid. I take care of my home. I pay these bills. So
Mm-hmm.
don't come in my face lollygagging. Have your shit together or get the fuck
Right.
out of my face.
Hmm. Yeah, so basically, I hear what you're saying. Like, if you're not coming to add on,
You
you
can't
don't
be
need.
asking me for love.
Right. Yeah.
You
And
done
that's
drive my
understandable.
love out. putting in
Yeah.
your work.
Mm-hmm.
You made me fulfill two roles, and then you expect for me to still pour out the woman within me. Where's she at? You just
Mm-hmm.
vacuumed her.
Mm. That's real shit. I feel that all day, every day. Wow, you broke that down. Okay, now before we close the show, this is the part where I like to ask some fire questions. So basically, this part is I'm going to ask you a couple questions and you let me know A or B. Okay,
Hmm.
so, and these are fun questions. So the first one is okay. So you like reality TV, right?
Yeah.
You be watching clips. You like me, like you watch some of the clips or whatever. So
Yes,
which
I was.
who has the better network? Is it Zeus or Now That's TV?
None of that.
None of them.
To be honest, I'm so disappointed how
Oh.
we don't have. They don't show no creativity. There's no
Mm,
point to the show anymore. It's just straight violence.
fighting,
And
yeah.
don't forget, this is us.
Hmm.
This is not Katie and Susan, John and Jacob. This is Malika and Kenneth.
Mm,
You get the point of the demographic I'm painting for you, and
yeah.
all we are presenting to the world is that we are animalistic.
Hmm.
There's no creativity. There's no love. There's no passion. The only passion you got is to knock somebody's jaw out. I don't like that.
Hmm.
I'm
And go
disappointed.
viral. Hmm.
And go viral. And then you feel like you rich. You gotta understand where I'm coming from as well. Because my
Hmm.
productivity on social media is to enlighten.
Hmm.
It's cool to watch, but I'm disappointed. When
Yeah.
I watch it in straight disappointment.
Yeah.
Especially lately, I've been watching Zeus.
Hmm.
Them girls are getting pimped the fuck out straight up.
Yeah. I actually heard a little white boy talk about the show one time, and he was like, what did he say? He was all like, "Yeah, she likes watching that show. It's nothing but black girls on there, and they fight for no reason." And that's what they literally think. Like the other races, like they
So that's what
literally.
I'm saying. Like, it's
Hmm.
disappointing.
It is disappointing.
Because if you remember, back in the days, we had shows like this back in the days. Um,
Bad
real,
Girls Club,
real world Bad Girls Club, but there was always a point.
a storyline.
There
Yeah.
was always a storyline. They was on Bad Girls Club to get connected to Tyra Banks to do this, and then you'll see them on the next show. You'll see them on the next show. That's how the fuck Tanisha.
Mm,
Tanisha went from show to show, and then she elevated. Now she a fucking director.
mm-hmm.
Natalie herself. Come on, son.
Mm-hmm. It's no
She
growth.
climbed up the ladder. Like, of course, yeah, she was selling her stuff, whatever. Whether she was selling it or she was doing it for free. My point to say is that everything is about fighting. And why I say that is because the girls who are talented, they don't get that much exposure. Notice how Tasiki, she got mad talent.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave her 2 fucking minutes to perform that song, but then give her a whole 3, 4 episodes to fight her sister. What
Yeah.
exactly are they promoting? They're
Mm-hmm.
promoting the violence, not the talent. So I'm
And I
disappointed.
don't believe that violence is the only thing that sells.
Exactly.
Because when I watch those clips, honestly, I like the moments where they make up. I like the moments where they're like cracking jokes and it's funny. I can honestly say that the fights are just it's overrated at this point on all the networks. But if I have to
We
choose
dead
who
ass
had the
paying.
best,
We
if
dead
I
ass
have to
paying
choose,
$7 a month. Sorry, baby, to cut you off,
hmm
but we dead ass paying $7 a month on Zeus to watch
hmm
them bitches fight, bro.
hmm
I became disgusted with Zeus when I started watching Baddies, the young one. My nigga, them are little girls, bro.
hmm
Little girls, the same age as my nieces and my nephews, bro.
on there scrapping.
My niece Michaela is 18 years old right now. She's a motherfucking EMT.
Mm.
But then you turn your TV on to Zeus. I'm watching these 16, 17-year-olds on motherfucking baddies, whatever you call it, in a house with no food. They cold. They look unhealthy. And the
Hmm.
camera gets put on them every time they fight and then they look ugly. And these are little black girls like us. I'm
Mm-hmm.
disappointed. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
mother. You gotta remember that. I'm ghetto,
Yes.
but I'm a
And
mother
you got a
first.
little girl too, yep.
Exactly.
And you don't want her to think that this shit is cool.
Exactly.
Absolutely. If I have to choose which one was better, I would definitely say Now That's TV. I definitely think Now That's TV is better. Only reason why I think Now That's TV is better, they just have more diverse in their shows. Um, but just like you said, they're both wicked. They're definitely both wicked networks. But to me, that is the better one. I just feel like Zeus, they have better quality or whatever, and they may pay their people a little bit more. But Now That's TV. I can relate more with the people that's on Now That's TV.
Remember how I said I don't take all money? Zeus give a lot of money, but them niggas literally be flying your ass out to go sleep with the MLB. Like
Hmm.
Anna, she got flew out to be with that um to be with that man. That man, she was that man's side piece. That man was about to get married to a whole nother bitch.
Janisha, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, Anna.
Oh, Anna Mac.
Yeah,
Ain't she?
yeah,
Is
she
she
got a
still about to get
millionaire.
married?
She got a millionaire boyfriend and she about to get married, but the ring that she got was somebody else's ring. She was the side bitch to that bitch.
Oh.
And then when she was arguing with Natalie, didn't you hear her say? Didn't she basically Natalie basically put it like whatever she got it because Natalie put her on. Like you mad at she was mad at Scotty, but she was doing what Scotty was doing before she got married.
Mm.
Or she got
See, y'all don't
engaged.
be all up in the loop like that. Damn, I didn't know that. What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, them girls on there are straight. I don't. And it's in the show. I used to love Tommy Lee, like love her, but
Oh my
it
God, let's
looks
talk about her before we leave because
okay.
I'm not staying Tommy Lee right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm like the clips I've been seeing. They making her look bad,
I don't
and I feel
think
like
the
that was
clips
their
are. I don't
goal
think the clips
too.
are making her look bad. I think it's finally being exposed. Like Tommy's been a
Mm.
drunk, and you can tell. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix my thing. And you
Go
can
ahead.
tell. I feel like her stories don't never motherfucking make sense. And I'm trying to understand why did you even have your daughter there? She's not even a member. I
Yeah,
think
I seen that.
I think
Her
Tommy
daughter got
used to
hit
be
on.
an influence.
And that's another thing because I'm actually cool with the boy that she hit. She hit a boy during filming. Did you see that? And she sliced his face.
Ain't that her friend who she said that she not friends with him no more?
No, this is the he was in the he was like a fan. His name is Darren or some shit like that. He was in the crowd, which me and Tokyo still got to do an interview with him. But he was in the crowd, and she said she thought people was throwing shit at her from the stage or from the crowd, and it turns out it was Cold Killer. Cold Killer was throwing shit at her from the top or whatever. So Tommy Lee got glass, and she started
That's when the
chugging.
glass broke.
No, this is coming on a later episode,
Oh,
not
okay.
right now. But she was on stage performing and she threw glass to the crowd and they wind up slicing this boy's eye. He had like a big ass black eye. He's suing the fuck out of her right now.
Tommy, and I feel like Tommy got something on Zeus because why she still even on the show?
Yeah, she got something on them, definitely. Every
Oh,
time she threatened them, she'd be like, "Y'all don't want me to tell my story about what the fuck happened to me. I can end this whole shit." She always say that. They all got something on Zeus. Natalie got something on Zeus. You see Natalie every time she posts shit and just delete it. Like I seen that she made a post not too long ago and she was like, what the fuck did she say? She said she was getting drugged and all kind of shit, and then she deleted the post.
Natalie?
Natalie Nunn, the head CEO, she was like, "You don't want me to talk." She's like, "I'm so tired of I'm so tired of getting drugged and all this type of shit." And then she deleted it. It was a story. I'm gonna send it to you after we get done. But yeah, she
Do you
made a
believe
post
she
like,
was getting drugged?
"I believe Zeus plays dirty over there. I do."
I don't
And
believe
I
she was
have a few
getting drugged.
connections of the people who've been over there, and I know a few little
I know
things.
they played dirty, but I don't believe she was getting drugged. I believe she was on that stuff. She was on that yet.
I don't know. I feel like they probably be putting shit in drinks. I don't trust nothing over there on Zeus. Only, I'm sorry. In order for me to do something with Zeus, they gotta pay big money. And not saying I do anything
I
for
wouldn't do
money.
anything with Zeus, bro.
I'm not saying I'll do anything with money, but I have to have somebody that's in my corner too. Somebody that I know
I
that
wouldn't
truly
do
has my
anything
back.
with Zeus just because of their name. Y'all
The
know that.
name,
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
mhm.
Zeus. Y'all know who Zeus was?
The God, yeah.
Exactly. And he uses the art of what? Seduction.
Damn. And the crazy part is,
Break it
before they
down.
became Zeus, they was a Christian network. Zeus. Did you know that?
I heard something like that, and that Lemmy actually comes from a Christian background. His father's
His
a
father,
pastor or some shit.
his father is the Bishop of Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh huh.
and that he was getting, and that the father or Lemmy was getting paid big money for them to, um, bring the girls in to do the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because honestly, in my opinion, I think Zeus is definitely getting some type of financial back end from somewhere.
Ain't he supposed to be getting sued?
From who?
The whole Zeus thing wasn't. I seen something. Zeus, like Zeus, baddies, all of that. Wasn't it created by one of Lemmy's friends?
Yeah, Lemmy is not the. Yeah, that's some weird shit over there.
And that
Zeus
man
was
had said
created
that he
about
was
like with
he was
four,
gonna
four or
sue
five
Lemmy.
people.
Yeah, he said he was gonna sue Lemmy, but I
Yeah,
don't know whatever happened.
and then that shit went away. So I don't know if he paid. When people need money, they start talking and shit. So I don't know if they cut him a check or what happened. But cause yeah, he stopped talking real fast. That dude. But no,
Yeah,
he
that was
was.
like 24 hours. I never heard of it again.
Hmm. Yeah, cause how I found out about Zeus was when Black China had her show on Zeus, which was way before Baddies, way before Jocelyn, way before all them bitches that came on
Oh,
there.
Black China and Rob.
No, it was called The Real Black China. She had her own show on there. Yeah. With Tokyo Tony that was like when Zeus popped off. That's when people started watching Zeus and all that type of shit. Um, and then Natalie Nunn came and took it to a whole nother level. But yeah, I know for a fact, just because I talked to people that was in that show or whatever. But yeah, before they did the Real Black China, that was a Christian network. They had like preachers' daughters, all that type of shit on that type of show. So, and then they went. That's how I know Zeus is getting some type of back end money from somewhere else because the same people watch this. Like people watch Now That's TV and they watch Zeus. They watch both of them. So I'm like, why are they not on the same level? It seems like Zeus is up here and then Now That's TV is down here. But to me, like I said, Now That TV has way better shows. I like how they have the co-ed shows with the men and the women. I like them type of shows. That's a show I would want to be on. I would never want to be on no show where it's all niggas. To me, niggas is boring. That's why when we was talking earlier,
Yeah,
I'm
they
like, I
got a
don't
whole
really
house of
watch
fucking
them.
niggas.
Huh?
They got a whole house of niggas, and I don't know how
Who?
that goes. The ain't that baddies, bad boys?
Yeah. But then the thing is about the bad boys, like I don't know, because I feel like them shows are just weird to me because when I try to watch them, they be calling each other bitches and they be like, girl, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, you guys are men. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what
But
I'm saying?
they're like they in the community.
No, I know, but it's still, you can still be in the community, but be a man. Like, it don't make sense. Like, where they like, girl, shut the, I can't get, I don't know. That part just throws me the fuck off. I don't know. It really does.
Let me get one.
That
So
shit
yeah,
throws,
they got this boy Landon and
I know who Landon is.
Landon and whatever his name is. I'm not gonna lie, their clips on TikTok be having me rolling because they really be fighting
That's toxic. Yeah.
like really be fighting, like real life be fighting, and they supposed to be in some type of relationship.
And then make up right after. Yep.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Hmm.
But I don't know. The only thing that I really do watch is baddies. Do you think
Okay.
Lex did it?
Like as far as sleep with summer, yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm.
And I know for a fact that they all be fucking. They all be fucking each other. That's what they do on them shows. And that's what they need to show because I feel like that would be more entertaining to the people. You know what I'm saying? Show them sneak off to the bathroom real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or
Like
whatever.
how they did in real world.
Yeah. That's what them shows need to be. Like it need to be cameras rolling 24/7. Not only rolling when it's like a if I was on a production team, that show would be way better than what the fuck it is.
Like
It
how
needs
they
to
did
be
in the real world. The
yes.
confessionals are too edited.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like
like
they
at
be
this
editing
point,
even the confessionals, and I don't feel like they should do that.
and I feel like that show it comes on too fast. It's like when one season's done, literally the next month it's already a new season. Like you gotta, I feel like baddies is played the fuck out. You gotta let people like want the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I miss watching baddies. It ain't been on in 3 4 months. Like, when is the new season coming out?
They need to do like a bossed up baddies, like a real meaning of baddies, like
Mm-hmm.
like competition, but friendly competition, and all the bitches is on their P's and Q's, like they building businesses type shit, like they having
Yeah.
seminars type shit. Like I feel like that's what it needs to be. But all this fighting, these girls
Mm-hmm.
be almost 30, throwing ball, like fighting, like
40. Yeah.
I don't like it. What's her name? The Spanish girl. She's damn near 40. The one who got a cut recently. I don't know what her name is because she get on my nerves. But they be
She's
doing too
Spanish.
much on baddies.
You talking about Gretchen?
Yes, I cannot stand Gretchen.
I
You like Gretchen? I
like
cannot stand
Gretchen.
Gretchen. You
I
like
do.
all
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
you
I think
like
she's entertaining.
yeah, she's entertaining, but she needs to shut the fuck up.
Okay, how do you feel about when I say non-black, they're not our color saying the N-word. How do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie, I might be hypocritical
Mm-hmm.
when I say this because I never really stopped my ex from saying it because he was Puerto Rican. But then I would tell him like, "Yo, you're not even a nigga," and he'd be like, "I'm Puerto Rican. What are you talking about?" I just
Mm-hmm.
don't like going into that discrepancy. But it's like it's not that I had a problem with her saying it. It was just like, "Yo, you were checked about like they asked you nicely
Mm-hmm.
to slow down from saying it. Like at least know your history while you saying it, and you keep talking about." But I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. Like, I feel like when people who are allowed to say it is telling you, like, yo, slow down or don't say it, you should be respectable enough of your space to slow down. If not, whatever the fuck happened to you, happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
Yeah, me, I always rub people the wrong way because I'm from Arizona, right? And over here, it's a lot of Mexicans, and they definitely say nigga like when they're talking to their. And to
Yeah, so then
me,
I'll start saying
it
you
doesn't
spick.
bother me.
I'll be like, okay, how you feel when I call you a spick?
Mm.
You don't like it,
But the
right?
thing is, I feel like if they're like shut up you nigga or you know nigger or whatever, I feel like that's a different story rather than them talking to like their friends or talk. I mean, if you come at me and say what's up nigga, like that is gonna rub me the wrong way. I'm not gonna lie. But if you are just talking to your friends and I overhear you saying it, it doesn't really bother me. You know what I'm
But they were
saying?
in the middle of an argument. And he was on. They were in the middle of an argument, and she started saying nigga.
No, yeah, that can get
From the minute
crazy.
that she got into a fight about saying nigga, she should have never said it again, even after they reconciled. It should be
Hmm.
respected. These are my friends, and they don't like when I say this, so I'm not gonna say this around them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because you respect your friends. But you showed that you not only didn't respect the culture, you didn't respect those girls that you were around. Like
Hmm.
you're being and I take accountability as an African American. That's our fault because we too
Hmm.
comfortable and we say it however willy
Yeah.
nilly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. That actually brings a good point. I'm gonna talk to you in the back end. We should start probably doing like a baddies review
Mhm.
after like the episodes or whatever, and like
What did
come
you
in
say?
because I said I'm gonna talk to you on the back end, but we should probably start doing like a baddies review or something like after each
I want to
episode.
do that. I want to do like the baddies review and like a
Hmm.
couple shows.
Yeah, let's do it. Because
I
a lot
also
of
want
people
to
are
give.
into that type of shit.
I also want to do the review about like a few of the TikTok celebrities. This should be funny
Oh,
as hell.
definitely. Like
I'll
Peach
be dying
Macintosh and all
laughing.
them.
The Brene and Tim, that shit. They be having a whole bunch of beef on TikTok, and I really be sitting here cackling, like
See,
when
I'm
I
not
really
really
should be.
too. I'm not too familiar. I just know she went to jail or not jail. She went to court. I don't
This
know the
girl is
whole
getting
thing.
sued like damn near $2 million because she slept with somebody's husband.
Wasn't it her cousin though?
They were cousins.
I
It's
think
like,
that's what.
hold on, no, wait. There was a cousin that was. I think it was the boy she was married to at first was cousins with the nigga she's married to now.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like you gotta read that. That whole thing was so crazy. Like this week, apparently, she got punched in the face.
By who?
Him.
Oh,
So she came to TikTok to say that her face is not swollen because they were hit. She's like, they basically the people in the comment was saying, "Oh, you and Tim is fighting. Your face is swollen," and she was like, "No, my face is not swollen from that. It's swollen because I scratched my eye. I fell." But yet Tim is on his end talking about he broke his wrist. He has to go get it fixed. Like, how is his wrist broken around the same time you got a swollen eye?
that is crazy. Yeah, people definitely be in those domestic violence relationships. Absolutely.
And then E. Kane and Chris, oh my gosh. I don't know
Hmm.
what to say about E. Kane. She drives me
I don't know.
crazy.
I got a love hate relationship with her ass because sometimes she get on my nerves, but then sometimes she is funny. Like you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
So,
she's
and
always
I
funny,
like
but I'm
Chris.
always so disappointed.
Do you like
Like,
Chris or you don't like him?
Chris is hilarious,
He's funny.
but I'm not gonna lie, he do some shit that is like, and then the last shit that he did, I'm like, damn, Chris, you fucked up for real, for real. I can't even jack you. Like, I can't even fuck with you. Like, if he really did what she said he did, because she said he raped her.
Oh.
Oh, because I'm realizing you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
she said he raped her.
When?
It's on TikTok.
I mean, but when did he grape her? Like,
Appa- Apparently, it was a few people in the house, and they were on stream, and apparently he wasn't the only one that was supposed to. She was supposed to get by him and his friends. They
what?
got her mad drunk. And then when she was in the room screaming, 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 nobody came to help her. And then that's when she popped up on TikTok a couple of weeks ago, like right after. Matter of fact, this happened on January 3rd. I remember it was right after New Year's. When she came back to TikTok, her face was swollen, her eye was swollen. She
I
got beat
seen that
up, and
video.
yeah, and then she was saying Chris hit her, and she was explaining why Chris hit her because she was fighting. The police got involved again. She got a restraining order and everything, or she opened the case up and everything, and then he
Damn.
he's not with her anymore. He's not living there. But some people on TikTok say that that's just a storyline that they lying, and other people say that it's true. I don't know what
That's
the
the
hell.
thing about them social when they viral like that, it's hard for me to believe anything that they go through because I know they do shit just for clicks and because they get paid big money. I have got paid some quite a few dollars from my little videos, so I can only imagine what the fuck they're getting paid for all their videos. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the lady of the night? You know who that is?
That is my girl.
I just found him, right? I just found him like a few weeks ago, and when I found him, I was stuck on that nigga's page. Like,
Literally,
I'm
like
like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, and I'm late to the party. He been out for years.
for
Like, you know what I'm
years,
saying? Like,
like
and I'm just now finding out who the fuck he was. All them
the
story times
lady
were
of the
just
night is
funny.
so fucking funny. Like he pissed me off, but he's funny at the same time. It's not that he even pissed me off. It'd be like, yo, my nigga, how many times are you gonna do that shit? How many
Mm-hmm.
times are you gonna do the same thing and get left stranded and get on the fucking app and start crying? What the fuck is wrong with you? But all in
Yes.
all, I do not be mad at this nigga's journey. Like, he young. You gotta. I also keep in mind that he's young. He's having fun. He living it up. Like, I don't like the fact that he be exposing these DL people because it's dangerous. It's not that I don't like it. Like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Man, these niggas know what the fuck they doing. That's how I feel. But on a dangerous level, again, I'm a mom. I'm a woman. It's kind of dangerous for you to be doing that shit. Like, that's
Right.
when he pisses me off, when he be doing that exposing a DL shit, because people
Mm-hmm.
really be losing their lives, and I would hate to see him so young and lose his life over some bullshit, you know. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, I feel like he has a great sense of humor, and he actually can rap.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he actually can rap, and I think he's very funny. And he may have a big heart. I don't know, but I like watching him. He make me laugh. That's
Yeah. No, he's
that
definitely
genuinely
funny
makes
as
me
fuck.
laugh.
Only thing I dislike about the thing is he's very young. I think he's like 19 or some shit, 19, 20.
I
And
don't think he's even 20. I think he's like 18.
well, yeah, I know. Like, I thought he was a teen. I was just trying to be given the benefit of the doubt, but that's very young to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I don't. I just like that. That's the only thing I dislike. Anything else? I mean, hey, good luck. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
But
saying? But he's entertaining, I guess. He's entertaining.
yeah.
He's,
Okay. Well,
well, he
that
should
was
do that.
pretty. That was pretty much all I have to discuss tonight. Did you have any last little minute things that you wanted to throw out there? Go ahead and let the people know where they can find you at. Give us your social media platforms, your names on there, and what you got coming next.
Okay. I'm JD the Spiritual Plug. As I said, I'm a tarot card reader, so you can get your in-depth general readings and your spiritual consults from me if you check me out on Instagram at Jaylee Reads, JaileiReadsss on Instagram, and then on TikTok you can find me as Jaylee the Spiritual Plug. I'm sure that's tagged up somewhere over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, in the future, what's coming, I'm more so going to be doing more life coaching. Like, I'm always going to have the tarot outlet, so you can always get your tarot readings from me as long as if you email me or you find me on Instagram. But I'm going to be diversing more to like the spiritual consultation and spiritual coaching. So try to like coach you through your journey. That's what I want to do more. And I'm in the process of building my studio so that you can have more access, so that this could turn into like a podcast in the near future, where I'm talking about healing, like you turn the radio on and then, we talk about healing, or you listening to frequencies and stuff like that. So I have a few different things that I'm trying to work with, but I'm also trying to get me an agent so that I could get my things dated and more scheduled and organized.
Okay, definitely. Well, I'm excited to be, a part of that and to support you in that. I definitely think you'll be great at it just off this alone. You know what I'm saying? I could sit here and listen to you talk all day, every day. So I feel like your new endeavors are going to be really good for you.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for you too. I hope this continues and you get
Oh,
more
yeah, you
people.
definitely going to be back. This is just part one. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to have you back. Let me just bust out a few more people. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yes,
we
I don't
definitely
mind doing
going to.
like group ones neither, where we could do like
Yeah.
Q&As and stuff like that. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to all the end of years because it is a new year. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. And
now
like I said, we gonna work on something about doing this like a review or something. I got some things in mind for that I definitely think will jump off.
yeah.
Like I said, we'll talk in the back end. We can create like a whole new page, come up with a name. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yeah, because we don't agree on everything, which that's something that I love, but we still keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask one question. What is one thing that I said today that you did not agree on?
Um, I definitely we didn't agree on the whole Gretchen thing, right? Because you said you don't like her, or whatever. So that's one thing that we didn't agree on. As far as let me see, that's a good question.
Yeah,
That's
break it down.
a good question. Let me see. I'm looking back at the questions. Um, Everything that we talked about spiritual, honestly, me and you was on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Where are
Honestly.
you spiritually?
What do you mean?
Like, where are you on your spiritual journey? What are you focusing on
What
right
I'm
now?
focusing on right now, my spiritual journey, that's actually a good question. Like, how you gonna flip the script on me? But
Because
what?
I'm still a teacher.
Yeah, what I'm on my spiritual journey right now is honestly trying to stay focused on my spirituality. Like, cause sometimes I can like dive away a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, just cause I get so
Consume.
wrapped up in what's going on in the world right now. Like I got shit I gotta like pay. I got I got my what is it called? My responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to do right now, if I'm being honest, I need to make my spirit like because I used to meditate, I used to do a whole bunch of shit that I stopped doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to honestly get back to that spiritual side. But so right now I'm just kind of like cleansing from certain shit, cleansing from certain energy. Um I need to fast from some certain stuff as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm on right now, is just trying to get back to where I was like a few, or maybe proceed that as well. But I'm trying to get back to where I was spiritually because like I used to be like real spiritual, like that's all I would do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as of lately, I had a rough start to this year. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like even though the new year starts in March or whatever, but or when spring is of new, but January, I had a rough start to this year, so I kind of feel like it's thrown me off a lot.
Yeah, it's because we had so many shifts. That's what else. You gotta follow me on YouTube. Also, you guys can follow me on YouTube, Galactic Empress 313.
Yeah, send it to
I was
me.
talking
Send it to
about
me.
that on YouTube. It's the shifts that has been taking place. That's why it's important for you to like keep yourself grounded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, even
But
I.
maybe that's why I'm still in isolation though, because remember at the beginning of
Oh
this, I
yeah,
was
that was
like,
your question. Why am I in isolation?
and
You're
what
in
is
isolation
isolation?
because you're in a refinement period. So at
Mm-hmm.
first, you basically have been going through transition after transition. Like I mentioned just now, there's been multiple planet shifts. Every time a planet shifts, you also go through a shift within your birth chart. You should get more familiar with your birth chart as well. I could do
People
that with
tell me that all the time. Yeah.
I
I
could do that
do.
with you and break it down with you. Every time
Okay.
there's a shift, it affects you especially because you've already been tapping in. So it's because you're shifting at this time. That's why it feels all over the place. And then you're in isolation because you have to go through the lessons of what you can and what you shouldn't do. Then you have to learn who you are. Then you have to accept who you was, and now it's a matter of you integrating all of those past lessons into this new person so that you can fully ascend. That's what the isolation period is about. It's a moment of introspection. So stop beating yourself up and feeling like I'm being left out and nobody likes me and the world is against me. No,
Mm-hmm.
everything is happening for you the moment that you realize that God is working with you and not against you. And God doesn't have to be this Christianity person. God is just whoever you connect with when you tap into your higher self.
Okay. Thank you for that too. No, that means a lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's definitely where I'm at spiritual. So, um, I just kind of try to take it day by day. That's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Which that's how I grow to cope with my lifestyle. Is just take it day by day. Um, I'm
I think
only.
you do really good though. Like there are some things that I see that you do that I can actually learn from you. Like with your exercising, I
Mhm,
feel like that's why you continue. That's why you exhibit a lot of inner strength.
mhm.
Like you always push through, and and I feel like that comes through with your exercising. Like you exercise and thank you for
Yeah.
but you exercise
Definitely.
all the time. And I be wanting to like when you had posted that video of you doing yoga, no funny shit, I pulled out my yoga mat and I've been back into yoga ever since then. That
Hmm.
motivated me without you even knowing. And it's not like, oh, I'm trying to copy off of this person, but
No,
that
right.
is something that I used to do. Like I literally have a pamphlet. I'm too lazy to go and get it. That's what I used to do. I had a whole yoga studio when I was back in low, but then I went through certain things, and obviously financially exhausting myself, misspending my own money. I
Mm.
ended up having to close the shop. But that's something that's one of my goals. I want to have a studio again so that I can do my yoga. I also want to have a metaphysical shop. I want to have a space for me to have in-person spiritual consultations and stuff like that. Like I want to expand. So we're all in a period of growth. You're not the only person who's been isolated. If I tell you how many years I've been isolated, your jaw is gonna drop.
How long you been isolated?
11 years.
Damn.
The last relationship I was in was 2 years ago, and I was with that one person for 8 years. I did not see anybody else other than my child and the teachers at her school and the people in my building and my boyfriend for 8 years.
Damn.
I don't live with any family members. I live by myself. When I moved in January, remember I just moved?
Hmm.
I now live near my family. I now see my family. I wasn't seeing my family the whole time I was in low.
Damn. And that's how I be feeling. Like I low key live in the same like apartment building as my brother. And I never I mean we see each other like sometimes and we're cool, we're on good talking terms. But we don't see like it's so weird. It's like so weird. But
And the
honestly,
whole time,
I like being alone too though. You know if
yeah,
I'm
and that's why I've been in isolation for as long as, because at first I did not like it.
hmm.
So because I did not like it so much, I ended up, because what I did not realize was things were breaking for me. As I told you, I was paralyzed. Things were
Hmm.
breaking for me, and I was losing things. Well, not really losing things, but I felt like I was losing things because now I'm paralyzed and I live in the hospital. And as I'm being released out of the hospital, I'm finding out that I'm pregnant, and I'm going back home to finding out that I have no home. I've been evicted. So now I got to go into the shelter while
Oh
I'm paralyzed.
wow.
You understand? Like, this was my. So things were happening for me, and I couldn't accept that towers happen. Like this is a
Certain
tower in my life
towers, yep.
that needed to happen because the way that I was living, the way that I was living was basically infliction from the pain that I felt growing up as a child. So when I became
Mm.
of age and on my own now, instead of me doing things the right way, I went in, I dived in, and I was doing fucked up shit. I was robbing, I was stealing. Only thing I ain't do was kill and sell pussy.
Mm.
That's the only thing I ain't do. I ain't killing, I ain't sell no pussy, but I was robbing, I was stealing, I was selling drugs. I dated all of the motherfucking top drug dealers, which led me to being with this person who was a drug dealer who turned out to be getting high on his own supply. So now I'm stuck in my own karmic lesson. And I can't let it go because I'm too scared to be by myself.
Oh wow.
I'm too scared to face myself. So I'm
Hmm.
allowing myself to stay in a situation that is beneath me. So this is where I ended up staying in isolation for that long, is because I was tolerating what wasn't for me in order for me to not see myself. But once I finally accepted myself, you see me now.
Yeah.
You see me now.
Hmm.
It speaks
Shining
for
bright.
itself.
Yep.
I was hiding. I could not do anything without him. Everything was Lewis, 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 Lewis. Then when he wanted to leave me because he felt like he had an up on me, but in reality, the whole time, I was the up. I was the one holding the table up. I didn't realize the shit. He ended up leaving me, so now I'm forced into facing myself. But I grew through all of that, and
Mm.
now I can be alone, but I couldn't be alone before. That's why it took 11 years.
Wow, that's crazy. That
That's
is
my truth.
fucking crazy as fuck. 11 years in isolation and still in isolation, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
I guess yes. I'm not gonna take from it. I am still in isolation, but gracefully, I have. I'm more confident for me to step out now. I'm more confident for me to talk to people now. You
Mm-hmm.
don't see me on TikTok pulling tarot card readings all day because I'm back to connecting with my higher self.
Mm.
You know, all of that, it took time.
Well, I'm glad, shit, that you doing good and you back shining on a motherfucking ass.
It took some
Looking,
time.
yeah. And
But
just
we
like
don't
you said, it's a
just,
journey. So you still on it, day by
it's
day,
still a journey. Every single day
week
is
by
a journey.
week. Mm-hmm.
Every single day is a journey. Like, just because I'm here now and I feel good now and I look good now
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that mentally everything is together. Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I did something real quick. You said,
Yeah, I was like, what just happened?
yeah, I believe.
But yeah, just because I feel good now and I look good now, I gained some weight, I still go through the mental points where I'm like, like this morning, I was feeling down a little bit all morning, but I'm in a better place and I know that through trial and error and through persistence and endurance, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say that. I was like, you definitely have gained some weight since the last time we talked. Me
I
too, though.
gained
I
mad
gained a
weight.
lot of weight.
Huh?
I said, me too. I done gained some weight too. I
I
don't know if you
gained
can
mad
tell.
weight. It's insane how much weight I gained.
Yeah, it
Like,
looks good on you, though.
literally, I got a whole belly.
It looks
I
good.
was crying in the house. I was sad. I was depressed. Like,
Yeah, I know. I remember you was going through some things. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So I'm glad that you're past that, or you know what I'm saying, getting past it.
I'm getting past that. I still have my moments. I still have my
Mm-hmm.
moments where I think about the bullshit. I just
Mm-hmm.
had to
Which is
curse the
normal.
freaking court people out the other day because they still calling me talk about I need to come to court. For what?
Mm-hmm. And I remember you told them you was fuck the court. You was done. I remember you
Yes, and
said.
they thought I was playing. I was like, fuck y'all. Do whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want with him. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do not care. But literally, we gotta do this again. You still talk to Tokyo? She's so,
Yeah.
she's so funny.
Yep. That's my baby. Yeah, I still talk to her. We still got the closed curtain podcast that we
She needs
do.
to tell me about myself.
Oh.
She is so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her on this show too.
Yes.
She's
I know, so
definitely
she
one
can
of the.
tell the girls what they need to hear.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the guests that's coming on. And then I have another celebrity I'm gonna get on here too.
Oh my
But like I
gosh,
said,
like who? Who? You're not gonna tell me?
I'll tell you on the back end.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's a singer, so
Okay.
and
I'm excited.
her sister
I'm excited. I
sings.
want to do celebrity tarot.
Ooh, see, I know this singer is actually into that.
Yeah. She should let me read her.
It's one of the Braxtons. That's all I can tell you. But
Okay.
yeah, she's definitely into that. So I don't know. I may be able to hook y'all up with a little something.
I'm
But
excited.
yeah. But I definitely had a good time with you. But yeah, I'm gonna call you probably after I get done with this so we can chop it up real quick and I just let you know what the next steps are as far as this.
All right.
Um, but yeah, let me go ahead and close it up, okay? So I'm gonna
Okay.
let you
Just go
go,
ahead.
but then I'm gonna text me. Remember, I sent you my new number, so text me.
Okay.
Okay, bet. All
All right.
right, thank you, Jay Lee, the spiritual plug, for coming through, baby.
You're welcome. Thank
This
you
is
for
part
inviting
one. She
me.
definitely will be back again real soon. So, because we're going to get feedback from this, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Where you gonna
I'm.
post it?
Well, right now this is going to be on YouTube, right? So I'm gonna send you the link so you can watch it like live.
Hmm.
But I go through and I edit it into like a show. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna have like my opening, all that type of shit. It's gonna have like breakdowns, like from the different categories of questions. I'm gonna throw up banners. So like that part in the show where you was like, you can follow me here and there. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Like it's gonna be like a real show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just this is the only way I know how to do it as of now. And then, you know, in the future, cause we're on StreamYard. I don't really know how to work StreamYard or like that. But once I figure out how to work this StreamYard, it'll be a lot better. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
You have to
But
follow
yeah.
my YouTube. I'm gonna send you the YouTube. Follow my
Yeah,
YouTube.
text me all of that stuff. Text me
Repost my
all.
last video too. So I don't know. I don't know how to pick up the algorithm on YouTube. So when I
Okay,
send you
yeah.
my link, just repost the last video that I posted.
Okay, bet. I sure will.
Okay.
All right, text me.
All right, babes. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
Good night. Hey.
Okay, perfect. That was a good conversation that we had here tonight. Again, this is your boy Melly Way 100K back here with Melly 101. So I do want to thank my guest for coming through. Again, that was Jay Lee, the spiritual plug. You can definitely find her on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Her information is going to be posted below. I had a great time talking with her. I believe that the audience is going to be able to relate to her quite a bit. Um, Let me see here. So yeah, I do. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, in the comments, go ahead and tell me where you are tuning in from and what exactly you will want to see on this show. Okay. So we did keep it real raw and uncut tonight. We were able to break down some spiritual beliefs, some spiritual backlash, as well as some spiritual controversy. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe tonight was a beautiful, great conversation. And I do want to thank all you guys for tuning in to Melly 10 motherfucking 1 with your boy, Melly with 100K. All right. So all y'all have a good, beautiful night, no matter wherever the fuck you at in the world. And may God bless you. And I'll see you next time on Melly 101, your new favorite show.